Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Noddy Holder at the top of Dudley Castle, right in the heart of the Black Country. This is Dudley as it is today, where we have set the Grimleys way back in 1975.
There were only two sounds that mattered, the Bay City Rollers and the roar of Shane Titley's Vauxhall Viva.
Well, I play a music teacher in the Grimleys, and I'm the good guy, because all the kids like me, all the kids pour out their hearts to me, I solve all their problems, whereas Jack Dee at the other extreme, he plays the PE teacher. The Grimleys, everybody can relate to the Grimleys, because we all know people that appear in the Grimleys, the characters, we all know people like them.
Oi! Joel! Joel! Inside, my girl.
Samantha Janus, well, what more can I say about Samantha Janus? A goddess, no doubt about it. Nigel Planer, I mean, he's unrecognisable really in the Grimleys. I mean, he plays old Father Grimley, and he spends the whole of the play seated in an armchair, a big fat slob. All he does is eat and watch TV and drink beer. A man after my own heart. Mama, we're all crazy now. One of the songs featured in the soundtrack on the Grimleys. It was actually written. The idea of the title came one night when we went out into the theatre after one of our gigs, and the whole place was devastated. All the chairs and the seats in the theatre had been smashed, just to matchwood actually. We had to pay for all the damage, come to think of it. And we looked at it and thought the audience must have been crackers tonight, and that's how the title came. Mama, we're all crazy now. This is the sort of estate that the Grimleys was shot at as it is today here in the 90s, and this is the very heart of the Black Country, where the accents play an amazing part. If you can understand what they're saying here, you can understand any dialect in the whole wide world. Just over the back here in the Lost City is a high-rise building about 16 stories high, all flats. And the tinkers that lived there, they used to use the flats to stable their horses. They used to take the horses up in the lifts, and they never used to use the bathrooms for themselves. They used to put the horses in the bathroom, they used to have hay in the bath, and they used to water the horses in the sink. Real characters, fantastic.
I told you, Pear, get off up your own then.
We'll be together again.
Reg, we have to be discreet.
Mom?
Well, this is the world-famous Dudley Hippodrome. It's been here since the year dot. And in the 60s, this place was well known for all the package tours that used to come along. Used to have people like Billy Fury, Joe Brown. It was even rumoured that Elvis Presley played here at one time. But seeing as Elvis never landed in England, as far as anybody knows, it's obviously not true. But it's quite possible, because these sort of things happen in Dudley. But as you see now, it's changed into a bingo hall. There's all these fabulous theatres doing time. But it's one of Dudley's famous landmarks. This is modern music. This is the place where we used to buy all our equipment from, and we used to get all our repairs done here. And this shop's not really much changed in 30 years. It still looks much the same. Let's go in and have a look what it's like inside. And here we are inside now. Much the same as it was 30 years ago inside as well. And this is where glam rock was born. This is where we used to buy all our gear. And as you can see, it's still got the glam rock memorabilia up on the wall, all the silver things hanging down. A bit faded now and a bit jaded, much like myself.
Used to use in the 40s, right? We used to use that in the 40s, that's right.
He wants a knob that goes to number 11.
That's right, that's right.
Have you got any of them? In the Grimleys, you see, this accent, this is just what it's like in the Grimleys. Go on, a bit of chat.
So why did you invite me over?
I thought we might talk in more comfortable surroundings.
All right, mate, cheers. Glam rock started here in Dudley, and the Grimleys started here in Dudley. And the Grimleys will be bigger than the universe.
Jericho Council Estate, Dudley, 1975. There were only two sounds that mattered, the Bay City Rollers and the roar of Shane Titley's Vauxhall Viva. Shane and his dad lived down our end, but on the corner of the green. My sister Lisa reckoned he was the spitter Woody out the rollers. She was always getting off with him. Shane said he was the hardest bloke on the estate. After his dad.
It's so hard to see there's more to life than cars and girls. Soon it'll be your turn to be flung into the hormonal whirlpool that is puberty. I only hope, like me, you will be master of these base urges. Art.
My brother, Gordon, tortured artiste and school spanner.
It'll be a pity if you spend the next few years believing that the only things worth exploring are the mysterious contents of pubescent girls' underwear.
Oi, you pair!
My nan, not yet dead. She still manages to haunt our house.
I'll never find a true soulmate. Not until I swim freely in a sweeter smelling pond than ours.
Not afore you have breakfast, you doll.
Sometimes she smells a wee. Then there's our dad.
Oi!
Baz the bastard.
You idle pig.
And our mum, Janet.
Can't you get out of that seat for once in your life?
Mutton dressed as mutton.
You know I'm on the box for me back.
Beats me how you ever got a bad back. You've never used it, except for sitting on that armchair.
Arse chair. I don't sit on me arms.
1975, the year in which women's lib is at its peak. The Sex Discrimination Act becomes law. Margaret Thatcher becomes leader of the Conservative Party. Never seemed to change much in our house, though.
Still no sign of life there.
Where are you got to, my girl?
Out.
Lisa was only 16,
Out where?
Out.
but she'd already got the nickname Marge, because she spread so easily.
There's been off gallivanting again with that Shane Titley and his Vauxhall Viva, ain't I? Backseat of that car's seen more action than the picket line at British Leyland.
Gordon went to our school, but he didn't follow football, and he said the Rollers were products of cynical commercialism.
It's her.
And he never noticed girls. Geraldine Titley was Shane's cousin. She used to stay with him all the time, when the mum lived there.
She's come back to me. After all this time.
But she hadn't laid eyes on Gordon in years. Shane was really pleased to see her again.
You here then?
Our school, staffed by sensitive teachers dedicated to nurturing young minds.
Are you chewing, lad? Stand and face the wall. We don't want to see that soppy face of yours.
Miss Wyatt left after a bizarre detention incident. So who do they get to stand in for English? Gordon's great tormentor.
You know me, Doug Digby.
Known as?
Dynamo.
Dickhead.
I'm not going to mince about like a fop for you lot. I teach P.E.
Qualifications to teach PE? Loud voice? Sadism?
And I'm pig ignorant and proud of it. Grimley. Grimley! Did you do that homework?
I wrote a poem, sir.
Oh, let's hear it then.
Pigs, by Gordon Grimley. In a family of pigs, there is one who is weak. This one is called the runt of the litter. It is dragged and kicked and bitten and scratched. It is tormented to death by those who are fitter. The mind of the many conspires against the weak, as if it is a crime to be considered a freak. But single minds can rise above the baseness of our ken and ask, are we pigs or are we men?
Are we pigs and are we men? You wear skirts, Grimley.
No, sir.
Wear skirts and play with a skipping rope.
No, sir.
Wear skirts, play with a skipping rope and carry a handbag.
No, sir.
Yes, you do, Grimley, because only girls write poetry. Your weekend punishment homework is write something not poncified, or you're dead.
Got, swat. Kevin Keegan? No way.
Oh, give him your Kevin Keegan. Flash in the panties.
Tracy Tongue, she snubbed Brett Parker outside environmental science.
You can have Gordon Hill instead.
I'm just Mardy Craig Smith. Why do you collect them cards? Do you want to do other things, Darren?
Like what?
You know, stuff.
Girl.
Weekend homework is write something not poncified, but I'm dead.
OK, Gordon Hill and Steve Coppell.
How am I expected to think of anything apart from her?
I thought you were the master of your base urges.
This is true love. We swore we'd marry.
Yo was 7 and she was 12.
Tell him, Daz.
Craig says if you don't do it before you're 20, you explode.
You do?
And once you've done it, if you don't do it again, it falls off.
It does?
Craig's got a dirty magazine.
You can look at it for 20p.
I'll take you to the art gallery, and we can look at how the great masters depicted the beauty of the nude.
It's all right for you, Gordon. You can't still be a virgin like us.
Nana here. Clip my ear for saying one could rotary engine.
So we should be talking to, Lise? The expert?
Hey.
Everyone says you've done it loads.
So it must be true, right?
Sorry, Lise, I
Stop pestering the Gorgon!
Shane hasn't done a day's work since he left school. Not that he was ever in school that much. He did have a trial for West Brom, but then who hasn't?
Oi! Stop! Stop!
Inside, my girl.
That was Shane's dad, Big Reg Titley in the window, the hard man of the estate. He was always doing that, staring at our house. Dad reckoned that him and Shane were planning to nip the tiles off our roof.
Love? What's the matter? Mum, why is it different for boys? Like, if it's a boy, that makes him a real man. But if you're a girl, that makes you a slag. Seems like nothing ever changes.
Where's your cousin Geraldine? Have you been looking for a job today? Oh, son, you're throwing your life away. Oh, I want you to get an education.
Postcard come from Mum today.
I slog my guts out to pay for that holiday in Majorca, and the wife had it away with a greasy Dago waiter. Geraldine said they'd be back by now.
Don't see no point in having a bird on the scene.
Son, look at us. The mother of this family is at this moment sitting on the back of a Vespa behind a bloke with the bushiest armpits in the Balearic Islands. I don't think she's ever coming back.
Geraldine's out, buying herbs and spices and cat like that.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Dad, you was married to a bird for so long. You've turned into one.
Her car's still there.
She didn't even recognise you.
It's been 10 years.
She'll be gone in the morning, I bet. Forget about her.
I've never been able to forget about her. Even if I never see her again, the vision of her will live on in my memory for all eternity.
While Gordon dreamt of Geraldine, Digby's assignments only got closer. Wake up! You've work to do. Where would he find the inspiration to write something crude, something unilluminated by higher things? Planet Titley.
See, a motor is not just an engine and a body. It's an image. People say, he's an hillman, or there's a beetle. Trousers like yours, them too tight. They give you gangrene in both feet. If you ain't got a pair of cavernous flares, you're a loser.
Hiya.
What's up?
Hello. Then at last, Geraldine remembered that jammy-faced little kid who was always hanging around her.
Go on.
Inspired by lustful thoughts for Geraldine, Gordon was ready for Digby. He borrowed a pair of cavernous flares, stumped up 20p for a squint at Craig's dirty magazine, and rifled through Lady Chatterley, James Bond, and his Victor comics. You love her. You want to marry her.
She's turned into a proper grown-up woman. What am I? A spotty schoolboy. I bet she's got a boyfriend.
Yeah, who's got a job, a policeman or a racing driver, and he takes her out, and he can dance, and he knows which knives and forks to use, and he's good at fighting and everything.
Doesn't stop me thinking about her, though.
I bet you'll think about it all night.
OK if I sleep in your boxing gloves tonight?
Derby County were league champions. Brian Clough had gone to Nottingham Forest. Last we'll hear of him, Dad says.
Oh. I could have the lot of you, you bunch of fairies.
Is little Elvis coming out to play?
Wife, I am watching football.
Well, bother. Only thing that pig wants underneath him is that blasted armchair.
Sunny, with some cloud moving in later, could bring in the odd showers.
Find yourselves, girls.
I'm up so early, Shane.
To be away from that minging cousin of ours.
Gordon fancies her.
For a loser like you to pull a bird, not easy at all.
Piggy now, Shane. I bet you know loads about girls.
Yeah. Go on then, teach us something.
Don't tell her to lose weight. No matter how much of a porker her is. Joe get off with his sister, even if he's gagging for it. And don't go for outside tops if you got oily hands.
You can stuff your poems and paintings, Gordon. That was a real education.
That car's gone.
Forget about her. You've Digby to deal with this morning.
Grimley. Grimley! Shift yourself, boy. You're getting a new English teacher today. God help her.
Hello. Mr. Digby has told me all about your weekend homework assignment. Gordon, perhaps you'd like to start us off.
Miss, I wrote this for Digby. Mr. Digby.
Yes, but now I've taken over, so I'll be marking it. Don't be shy.
What I like by Gordon Grimley.
Speak up, please.
What I like by Gordon Grimley. What I like, drinking beer, smoking fags, starting fights and having shags. What I don't like are weeds, whelks, wimps, puffs, pansies and people with limps, bedwetters.
That's our Gordon. As one door closes, another slams right in his face.
Wakey, wakey, Gordon.
Mr. Alder, Gordon's cool and popular music teacher.
Music appreciation this morning.
But he was a bit square when it came to music.
Beethoven.
Though he was the only person in the school who shared Gordon's thirst for culture.
Yes! 62,500 kilogram thrust.
They're for kids. Maybe you'd want to do something with me instead.
Like what? Like
Kiss him. Girls.
She must hate me now. I'm finished.
You can't be moping about like this with your exams coming up. I'll have a word with Miss Titley. Go on, hop it.
Thanks, sir.
Let's forget this little misunderstanding. I'm looking forward to reading something from you, which really is you. We've all got high hopes for you in the A-level marks.
Get a move on, Grimley.
It's my fault, Mr. Dudley.
Call me Doug.
Thanks, sir.
You're a shower. What are you? What shall I do with a shower?
Have a wank in it, sir.
The boy who said that, take one step forward.
Sir, it was Grimley, sir.
"50 lengths of the pool, lad. Underwater, without coming up for breath. Move!
But not even Digby could break Gordon now. His spirit soared on the wings of love.
But soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun.
6 times a week for a month, Gordon gazed over his A-level textbooks upon his goddess.
That thou, her maid, art far more fair than she.
Cheddletay.
His vow? One day soon he would make her his.
Cheddletay.
And none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love.
I love you, Cheddletay.
Lisa! Perfume?
Aftershave? It's the one Henry Cooper uses.
Our Gordon was about to unleash his broadside of romance.
Not that I'm an apologist for boxing. Or violence in any form.
How could any woman resist?
Is that aftershave you're wearing? Well, it makes a nice change from all that testosterone and sweat you boys normally bring back from PE.
My heart leapt into the air, like a white dove freed from its cage.
Hey, stop! Come on!
Pack it in, the pair of you! I'm warning you, lads. You better pack it in now. It'll be a double dose of Mozart for you later. You better pack it in, I'm warning you.
I felt ashamed Tracy'd see me. Since when had anything been more important than a scrap?
I'm warning you, lads. You better pack it in.
Where have you been, me girl?
Mind your own business. Lisa? If people have been saying things to upset her, then that upsets me too.
If the cap fits. Which reminds me, if Purdy's at it, I hope Purdy's taking precautions.
There's no talking to you. I'm off out, Mum.
Out?
One thing you can say about our dad is he's generous.
I'll give you out.
He's always giving us things.
Your tea's ready, you can play later. Oh, but Mum. I said later.
One he was a cheek about.
It escapes me why the game of football has assumed an almost religious significance in male society.
You mean Yam left on the touchline as last pick? After the tomboy and the fat kid with asthma?
When I go to university...
University? I'll give you university.
I want more.
Wants to go to university. Don't like football. Sometimes I wonder if Yam the fruit of my loins.
You'd be disappointed with anything less than an Elvis clone. An unfair expectation when the only resemblance you bear is gastronomically.
Lisa, tea's ready. I've had one of my falls.
Hey, Niagara Falls in your knickers every time you laugh or cough.
We made our own fun in my day.
Yeah, like shooting Germans.
Old town to one outside loo. Folks today I'm just soft.
We're not soft because we wear platform shoes and have an acceptable level of child mortality. There's going to be a new world. North Sea oil will mean Britain can afford a just and equal society.
So, what's up with that, Lisa?
Nothing.
I have a right to know what's going on, don't I?
Any fool would realise that we're trying to stop your daughter from getting herself a reputation.
Reputation for what?
Leave her to it, I say. Lest her ends up in a pudding club.
What's the pudding club?
It's where your dad gets his hair cut.
So, do it or don't her, have a bun in the oven.
I just want to know who the lad is so we know who to blame if her gets in trouble.
What trouble?
The top of the list is that tearaway Shane Titley. Him and his loser of a dad have nothing but trouble. I say list because it gets dark behind the chip shop of a Saturday night.
Sometimes, Barry Grimley...
Let's hope her don't catch a dose.
What?
It ain't as if you can get someone that'll kill you. The Union sees me right. If her ever gets to be Prime Minister, which her won't, I'll give that Maggie Thatcher 5 minutes before the unions have her eating out of their hands.
What?
I just wonder if sometimes we could have something different.
So what's this?
Mangy Toots. The Geraldine's creation.
Them pea pods? Are you eating pea pods?
They're delicious.
Thank you.
What's so clever about forgetting to scoop picking peas out of picking pods?
Here you tea.
Mum never tortured us with pea pods.
Why, I told you, Pear, get off up your own men.
We'll be together again.
Reg, we have to be discreet.
Mom?
Where's our Janet? Our Janet's still an handsome woman. A woman with needs. And them needs ain't been met at home. Maybe you should get some pills off the doctor.
I don't have a problem, and I don't need no pills.
Your problem, Barry. But our Janet may be on the lookout for a model equipped with proper working parts. For all y'all know, her could be enjoying satisfactory intercourse with that David Cassidy. Or that Johnny Osman.
Donny Osmond. I'll give you Donny Osmond.
If you don't stir yourself, some fellows do your missus for you.
Hello, Geraldine. Oh, I mean, miss.
You don't have to call me Miss out of school.
Thanks. Oh, revision for the exams.
Keep it up.
She still feels the same way about me. After all this time. When I finish university, we'll get married, and
What
then
could Mum
we'll
be
get
talking about to be Reg Tickler?
Well, he's a plumber, isn't he?
So she wants him to take a look at the plumbing.
Hey, shush.
Evening, lads.
Evening, Mr. Titley.
Your mum and me, we were talking about me doing your kitchen.
See?
Your mother was saying that you're open to go to university.
Well, we're doing mock exams, and the results help decide if I can go.
So proud of you. Oh, I mean, the whole street will be. Good for you. I wish my Shane would make his mark like you.
was you was mucking about with my stuff?
The dying of a dream, rotting the soul that wished for it to be. In that look of old lovers that says you've broken me. Poetry. I'm glad I don't take after you. Else I'd have turned into some kind of pig in handbag. An handbag with furry pink lining. No wonder Mum left.
Oh, yes. She's mine after all.
What, managed 5 minutes without talking about university? Students. Sponges. Long-eared, smelly, band-of-bomb sponges, the lot of them. So, I've put a word in down the factory.
But
I'd rather us have money coming in than you fannying about like some fop at university.
What are you doing?
A poem.
Shouldn't you be revising for your exams?
What's the point? No. She's all I've got left now.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, young lady. So where have you been and who with? My business.
I am fit. You are feeble. Limp. Puny. Delicate. Anemic. Effete.
I know a great place for lunch in town.
Steve Austin. A man. Barely alive. I wish I was bionic. What are you doing?
I don't know. I was possessed by a strange, powerful force, like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but instead of being compelled to conquer the Earth, I wanted to pull Tracy Tongue's hair. What was happening to me? My God, puberty. Lisa was always being sick, especially in the mornings. Those clothes look too new to be for the jumbo sale. Maybe we're all going on a surprise holiday.
Oh, hello, Dr. Patel.
Hello, Mrs. Grimley.
Thanks so much for coming. She's just upstairs.
Shall I be mother?
So why did you invite me over?
I thought we might talk in more comfortable surroundings.
What about?
About going to university.
Oh.
I can't help noticing that your work's been slipping lately. The A-level mock exams are only a week away. If you fail them...
I won't go to university. Maybe it's not meant to be.
Gordon, what's happened?
Put the teardrops on ice for tonight. Won't you take my advice for
Doctor?
Yes, Mr. Grimley.
I was wondering if I could ask you about... well, maybe some pills would do the trick.
What is it, Mr. Grimley?
Well, see, the thing is, I've been having a bit of trouble downstairs. Nothing, Doctor, forget it.
I'll go then. Oh, Mrs. Grimley, I'll ask you and your daughter to come down to the surgery when we get the test results.
Thank you, Dr. Patel.
Where's my tea?
Dad, can I watch Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea?
You've been using me razor again, haven't you?
I never!
Unlike your brother. Probably borrows his mum's to shave his legs.
Dad?
What?
Mr. Grimley. I was wondering if I could have a word.
Arse. That's a word. Cock. There's another.
Dad had pulled strings to get Gordon a job at the factory. He said he was saving the world from him becoming...
just another long-haired art school ponce.
Mr. Grimley.
His exam's only days away. Gordon's fate seems sealed.
Another bill. It only upsets your dad.
Linda wants to divorce me for a greasy, hairy waiter Romeo. I should never have married her. Like you should never have married Baz.
Got your letter? Is it true?
I found a house down south. We can be like teenagers again. Gordon can come with us.
You haven't told him you're his father, have you?
Of course not. Yet not a day goes by that I don't long to.
Oh.
Now, surely they weren't talking about plumbing this time.
Homework, me lad, oh. Go on.
Ludwig van Beethoven was one of the greatest composers of all time. His mastery of expression in every form made him the top bloke when it came to 19th century music. In fact, he was the Gary Glitter of his generation.
Nature had waited till now before suddenly tipping a gallon of hormones into my bloodstream. I knew what I felt for Tracy. What I didn't know was what to do about it.
Gordon, the way you're going, you're going to throw your whole life away.
What do you care?
Don't be silly. I care, of course I care.
On your way, Grimley. What's he so delirious about? Who cares? We are going to the pictures tonight.
I've got marking tonight.
I've decided we're going to see Jaws.
What's Jaws?
A pint of bitter. I'll pick you up at 8. Be ready.
Maximum airspeed.
Tracy.
Does. Airspeed.
Trace.
You can't win anyway. I've got the Lockheed Blackbird.
Trace. What? Top trumps are for kids. I was wondering if maybe we could meet up after school. What for? You know, stuff.
As if?
Now, what did I do wrong there?
Oh, what? Somebody's been playing silly buggers. Nobody messes with Doug Digby or his motor.
Please. I've had a call from up the doctors. We've got to go in to get the test result.
Flowers give off their heady perfume. The sky is clear.
Shane, Tracy, what don't waste your breath on this child, Shane?
See, there's only a short while when girls will go out with dogs their own age. By the time the lads have caught up, the girls have moved on to blokes with cars and butt fluff moustaches. Stop! Stop! So, what's the verdict?
Hey,
The whole street's been guessing whether you're home up the stick.
well, I'm not.
Well, that's me off the hook then, hey?
Shame. We've never actually slept together.
A phantom pregnancy. There's a relief, my girl.
I feel so stupid. I'll never ever be so stupid again.
Do you want to tell me what happened?
It was a lad from Sedgley.
Bit of money in his pocket, a car, a moustache. Oh, he was perfect till you told him you might be expecting. Oh, the Grimley curse.
I wasn't much older than you when I got involved with the lad. He had to go away. Someone else came along, I was on the rebound. Janet Grimley, this is your life.
Oh, Mum, I don't know what I'd have done if it hadn't been for you. None of us would.
Hello, Gordon. You waiting for somebody?
Geraldine.
Is something the matter? You're acting very oddly. Do you want to go to the toilet?
No. No. I was wondering if we could go to the theatre.
Yeah. Yeah, good idea.
Great. We'll go tonight.
Oh, that's short notice to organise a school trip.
School trip?
Yes, you were planning a school trip.
I meant you and I thought you knew.
Gordon?
I know you were thinking the same. You said you cared for me.
Yes, but I meant in a way that...
I love you. You love me too, don't you?
Gordon, you're a bright, sensitive young man.
So there's a chance. You will...
Gordon! Listen, please.
You'll come out with me?
No, Gordon.
No.
I'm your teacher. That's all.
I'm not clever at all, am I? In fact, I've been very stupid.
Gordon, wait!
She's too good for me. I don't even deserve to lie face down in a puddle of muddy rainwater for her to walk across.
Women, the Grimley curse.
Aren't you two coming downstairs to watch Star Trek?
In a minute. Thanks, Mum.
I'll make you some butterscotch angel delight. Cheer you both up.
Women, they'll run off with another bloke as soon as your back's turned. All except for you, Mum.
All except for you, Mum.
Have you found a job?
Yeah. They want me to command the Apollo-Soyuz space link-up. What am you so picking happy about?
Maybe there's going to be some changes. Maybe things are finally going to work out for the Titleys.
That'll be the day.
Dad?
Morning, son.
Morning, sweetheart.
Call me an old softy, but I've made breakfast. You put your feet up, princess.
Oh, Reg, it's you I want for breakfast. Mwah.
And you look at the library, son.
You were right, Dad. There was a volume of poems by Wordsworth. Will you help me go through them later?
I'd be delighted, son.
Wow! I'm going to walk into university at this rate.
Daddy,
What is it, Cupcake?
there's a ruffian outside making lascivious remarks.
I'll send him on his way, Pumpkin.
Thanks, Daddy. He's quite upset me. I don't know if I shall be able to concentrate on my physics homework.
Oh, dear.
Reg, let me finish breakfast. I know how much you love to spend quality time with our Darren.
Fancy a kickabout, son?
Aye.
I'll show you a few free kicks.
Right.
There's one in particular that's very interesting. Great shooting, son. Well done, well done.
Dad.
What is this, son? You know you can bring your troubles to me. Tracy's attracted to Shane because he offers excitement. Be a friend to her, and if something's going to happen between you, it will. Gordon needs other people's help with him and Geraldine. Use Shane to discredit Digby as a rival. And you, Darren, you're the one to get him to university.
Me? How? How am I going to get Gordon to university?
What am I going to do?
Wake up. Darren, wake up. Wake up. You're dreaming.
Tracy? How are you feeling? What do you mean? That Shane Titley. Everyone knows he's got a bit of a reputation. If you want someone to talk to, well, I'm here.
That's really sweet. Thanks, Darren. I don't know what I ever saw in him.
Don't blame yourself. He's not worth it.
Oh, he looks such a fool.
He's the fool for not realising he was with someone so bright and caring and beautiful.
You really cheer me up, Darren.
Trace, would you come to the pictures with me?
Okay.
I have it all arranged. We leave at the weekend. No one will find us. Did you pack the case like I told you?
Reg, I can't.
What? You can't mean that. How can you be happy? Come away with me.
Shh. I'm a wife and mother. I'm not meant to be happy. How can I do to my family what your wife did to yours? I'm sorry.
Who was that?
No one.
Is everything okay?
Ah, Darren, everything's as it should be.
Put the kettle on, wife. You know, I think I've got this family back on the right track. Gordon's packed in his highfalutin notions. Lisa's snapped out of whatever nonsense was bothering her. And the other one...
Darren.
Don't know about him. And that cheerio Shane Titley's learned to keep his hands off our Lisa. He's as big a loser as that father of his. No wonder the missus had it away. Bet you'd do the same if you had to put up with an husband like that.
So, when do you start down the factory?
Next month.
Do you think Dad'll get me a job there when it's my turn?
No.
Why not? When I grow up, I'll need a job.
But not like that.
Oh, I suppose you can choose.
Yeah.
But I thought you had to go to work and you had to hate it. You mean you can be whatever you want to be?
There's a world full of jobs out there. All you have to do is put your mind to it.
You miserable rebel. When I played football, I used to intimidate the opposition by breaking both my legs on the goalpost before kick-off. I'd play a full 90 minutes with compound fractures. Forget Norman who bites your legs, Hunter. I was Doug, breaks his own legs, Digby. Quitter. Join the parade of shame. You can't do it, Grimley. You want nothing better than to pack in now and blubber to your mummy. I've got an extra special place waiting for you in the parade of shame. failure.
Have had a message you want to speak to me?
I can't make it tonight. I've got to find replacement dust caps for the Spitfire.
You called me here for that.
You'll have to come out with me tomorrow night.
You care more about that car than you do about me.
So? I'll pick you up tomorrow at 7.
I don't want to go.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Wait a minute.
You heard the lady, Digby? I don't care what you think, Dad. I am going to try to get to university, whether you like it or not.
I'll give you like it or not.
And if it's not me, then it'll be our Darren. At least I'll know I was first to change things for this family.
It is decisive victory for Britain staying in the European community.
It is the east and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Miss, can I have some more paper, please?
Time's up. Pens down, everybody. You! I said pens down.
Oh, we've just marked the papers. You did it.
Thanks, miss. Thanks for everything.
She'll be mine again. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I am Doug Dynamo Digby. I am invincible. I am not a man, I am a god. Bedrooms are for wimps. I sleep in a temple of sport. While I sleep, my body becomes steel, like that bloke in Kung Fu. I am Doug Dynamo Digby. I am invincible.
Jericho Council Estate, Dudley, 1975.
Grimley! Grimley! I know it's you! I'll have you for this! Just wait! I'm a PE teacher! I'm gonna have you! I'm gonna have you! You listening? I'm gonna have you!
Somehow, I had the feeling this was only the beginning.